Can you sit here and admit that you were wrong?
Say what?
I said, can you sit here and admit you were wrong?
I can't hear you. Actually.
You were
Apologize.
wrong.
Yo, y'all. Hold on. Let him talk. I'm a grown-ass man. I was beyond wrong.
Okay, there we go.
I apologize to this brother on national television. I'm apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to the entire Knicks organization. And let me be very, very clear. I have never been more happy to be wrong in my life.
So that was Stephen A. He joined Brunson and Hart on the Roommate Show on Friday night. So, Stephen A., I'm proud of you for admitting you were wrong. Way to go. Good job.
I don't know why you sound shocked. I mean, it is rare. So I get that part. But when I am wrong, I will always fess up. Guys, they weren't talking about the Knicks per se, just so we know, because you didn't play the question. What happened was that at the beginning of the season, I had the Knicks meeting OKC in the finals. I always had the Knicks going to the finals, right? I had the Knicks meeting OKC, and then when the finals arrived and it was the Knicks Spurs, I picked the Knicks. So I wasn't wrong about that. What they were alluding to is that years ago, Wendy and Jay and Shay, I talked about I didn't see any NBA players on Villanova's roster. When that's what they were talking about. What happened was that Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, I didn't see it. I mean, Mikal Bridges was a defensive player of the year. Josh Hart, was doing his thing. Brunson was a national player of the year. I didn't see it. Then when Brunson came into the NBA, second round pick with Dallas, I said, okay, he could play. He belongs here. But I didn't see him being the dude that he was because I wanted Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to come to New York. I didn't care about Jalen Brunson coming here that much because I was like, okay, he's a solid player, but that ain't gonna move anything. I mean, we looking forward to having Kevin Durant, and instead we got Jalen Brunson. Am I supposed to be excited about that? That was the stuff that I was apologizing for. It wasn't about anything involving the Knicks this year because I picked them from the very beginning to go to the finals.
What a missed opportunity. They had him in the corner there, Shay. He's in this theater, all these Knicks fans. The gold trophy is still shimmering. They could have gotten him to admit to a lot of different things in that moment.
I know.
They stopped short.
Well, like what?
It just,
like what? Like what?
I'll have to talk
Well,
about
admit to
that
what?
later.
Bring us some old takes, maybe. I don't know. It's windy. It's a good point.
No.
Jay Will, were you surprised?
Jay,
by
go
that?
ahead, Jay. Go ahead and speak, Jay.
I was shocked. I was shocked at you. You said with the glimmer of the trophy in your eye, it's pretty much like you were holding it yourself. That's what it felt like. I know you. You are objective to your job. What I wish you had done in that moment, though, is just kind of stay true to what it really was. Like, both things can be true. I know how athletes, I know how we're built. I know how we're built to take things that people say, and then regardless, Stephen A., you could say, we talked about this with Jaylen Brown. You could say 1,000 great things, but that one thing that you say, bulletin board material right there. Thanks, Stephen A., every day. Screw Stephen A., I got it. I'm going to prove him wrong. Yo, you tell me what NBA scouts looked at Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges, even when they were winning championships.
Don't forget Dante DiVincenzo.
Dante DiVincenzo as all-stars or as a player. No NBA scout.
Don't forget Ryan Arcidiacono. He had a career.
In Chicago.
Yeah, nobody had Jalen Brunson being a player turned down $113 million, being the max guy in the NBA, potentially being top 5. Nobody had Josh Hart making $19 million a year.
But you know what? When you win, this is what I say. Talk your talk.
You can talk it.
They should go on a
But you don't need to apologize.
Absolutely.
Why'd you apologize?
No. And I don't regret it because I'm a man and it was the right thing to do. And not only that, I got love for the brothers. Nobody trolls me better than Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson gets in my face and goes like this. I'm not going to even say anything. And then walks away. He's been doing that to me for years because he always holds on. I mean, he watched everything that I said. And me and his dad go back. I covered Rick Brunson, my first college job for the Philadelphia Inquirer, covering Temple. I covered Rick Brunson. I mean, that's how far back we go. But I got to tell y'all something, and I've been holding this. especially for you two. I wish Perk was here because he would be the third. I have a confession to make on national television. This is how desperate as a New York Knicks fan I was getting. If the New York Knicks had not gone to the NBA Finals, I was going to come here on national TV and beg LeBron James to come to New York. I was actually going to do that. I was going to do that. And let me tell you why. I mean, everybody knows that's the last damn thing I want to do. That's the last damn thing I want to do. But I was going to beg LeBron James.
How do you think that was going to work out?
No, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. But I'm just saying, by God's boy, I got nothing to say. I mean, that's how desperate I was. Let me tell you why. Because he's an unrestricted free agent. And the pieces that you have in place, you wouldn't necessarily have to give up. Obviously, if he was willing to come and accept less, which I knew was highly unlikely. My point is that I was going to come on national TV and say, we need LeBron James in New York. Even approaching his 42nd birthday, we need LeBron James in New York. This is what we need if they didn't get it done. That's how desperate I was, because 53 years is a long time, and there's a lot of suffering we have had to endure. And if they didn't get it done this year, I was going to be like, we got one last shot. We got one last shot, because Detroit ain't going nowhere. OKC, San Antonio, they ain't going nowhere. Houston's going to have a point guard next year. You know, I'm looking at all of these things, and I'm like, at desperate times, desperate measures.
Hey, let me say
that's where I was prepared to go.
I know that the Knicks have been on this tour, which they have earned, to say who didn't believe in us, and they got you on that list. I checked the mark. I just want to say today, the Boston Celtics are announcing to the world, we ain't good enough to beat the Knicks. We weren't good enough to beat the Knicks last year. We ain't good enough to beat the Knicks next year. The Boston Celtics are on the verge of cracking their championship duo because they don't think they can beat the Knicks. It's hard to sell disrespect when that's about to happen.
They can't. They can't. Let me be very, very clear. The Boston Celtics, as presently constructed, cannot beat the Knicks. The Knicks would take them out. Absolutely true. Without question.
Okay. Well, with that being said,
Marks is back with us. Where do Giannis trade talks stand, Bobby, this morning?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's progressed over the weekend here. I think we should hopefully have clarity, at least by the night of the draft here, as far as what happens with Giannis. Yeah, I think when you're looking at it from Milwaukee's perspective, how can you extract as much as possible from a team like Miami or potentially Boston in a deal? This is your friend, the face of your franchise, the best player probably in franchise history here. And I think there's a little bit of a holdup too, where Giannis certainly has a big role in this. Remember, this is a player that technically is going into last year of his contract. He's got a lot of say as far as where his next team is going to be. You're not going to be a team out there that trades for him without a guarantee that he's going to extend with you. So if you're looking at Boston or Miami, two likely destinations that he would probably sign with here, I think those teams are the teams to keep an eye on here. But I think for the sake of all this, I think we all want this to get resolved pretty soon. I'm getting tired of sleeping with my phone on my chest at night. I think we probably should see, the white smoke come out.